Good morning, everybody. I came to an interesting realization about myself this weekend. It wasn't an easy one, but I wanted to share it because I think it'll be helpful for a lot of you to hear it. So I had a special person come visit me this weekend at one point, and when she walked in the door, I wasn't very happy. I didn't have a smile on my face. As a matter of fact, I was pretty frustrated about something I was doing just recently before that, and as a result, my face looked downcast. I was agitated inside, and therefore on the outside, I looked angry. And you could see it in her face as she was disturbed about the way that I looked. And it only took me about 5 seconds to realize the effect that I was having. And despite that, it was difficult to come out of it because I was so frustrated inside. On the other hand, a day later, as I continued to think about this, I came across another friend, and I realized in that moment that I can't remember a single time where I looked at her and she didn't lighten up with a smile. And it just made me realize the impact and the power of that smile and what it can do for a person, but it also made me realize the impact and power of that downcast, nasty look that I had on my face the day before. So it made me come to the realization that I got a problem with being moody. I mean, I guess, generally a moody person. And so that's got me thinking too, what is it that's causing this? Why do I constantly have this problem with moodiness, especially from the morning to the night? It's an extreme difference for me. But as I continue to ponder this, I remembered another friend's wise advice, and this is coming in the context of beating anxiety. And he said that there are three pillars to beating anxiety, and I think this is beyond just anxiety. This is a good reference for life in general. But he said the three pillars are that there's a physical component. That's making sure you're doing proper exercise and taking care of yourself and eating properly, those sorts of things. There's the mental component, which is more about what are you feeding into your mind. Maybe you even need some kind of therapy, some kind of mental health substitute to help you through a difficult time, or sometimes it's just a matter of feeding yourself with positive things or negative things. Those have an impact on you. So there's that mental component, and then also there's the spiritual component. Do you care about the things that God values, or are you just trying to go through life without Him? So if you follow these three pillars, the physical, the mental, and the physical, mental, and the spiritual components, then generally you'd be able to get through life a lot easier. Well, what I realize is I'm really struggling right now with the physical component. Haven't been eating well, haven't been exercising well. So naturally, because one of those pillars is sort of knocked over right now, I think that has a lot to do with why I'm struggling so much with moodiness. So that's a story for another day. But let's get back to the initial subject. It's this issue of the power behind a smile and or the negative energy. So here's the 2 points that I want you to take away from this. When I failed to smile that day, when I failed to project a positive attitude in the sight of my friend, it had a negative impact on her. So here's what I learned from this. The first thing is that there is in fact power behind smile, which comes from a place of joy within you. When you have joy within you, you are able to project joy onto others. When you have a spirit of negativity within you, you have the capacity to project negativity and in fact bring somebody from a place of joy down to a place of negativity. So who you are and what you're projecting inside does have an impact on those around you. But also, the second thing I took away from it is that I must have a proper focus from within, because what I feel within ultimately will get projected on the outside. So that makes me ask, okay, what do I need to do to work on the issue within me? How is it that I help myself to become more joyful inside? And so in addition to the three pillars, I think it's also very, very important to focus on who it is that you truly are, and more specifically, who it is that God says that you are. When I focus on the correct things inside, it's easier for me to project that on the outside. So remember, focus on your joy, but also recognize that it's important to focus on joy. It's important to focus on the things that are going on inside and make corrections where necessary, because those types of things that are projected on the outside have a deep impact on those around you. So hopefully that was helpful. I have some work to do, but I am a work in progress. So I love you all. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you again soon.